The issues that matter most to you. Join the conversation. This is News and Views with Rob Snow on News Talk 580 CFRA.
Again, we're in Stittsville at the Minto Dream Home for the Dream of a Lifetime Lottery. It is quite the place. You should come out and see it. It's at 314 Eagle Head Crescent in Stittsville in the Potters Key community. New development. Very easy. Just off the 417, either direction. Take the Carp Road exit. You head south on Carp Road. Turn left on Echo Woods Avenue. Left on Eagle Head Crescent, and there's free parking out front. The tickets, $100 each, 3 for $250. And remember, special incentive today. If you buy a ticket, your name will go into a draw, and the winner of that draw will get 10 more tickets, courtesy of Bell Media, the winner of the draw. Online, dreamofaLifetime.ca. 5,500 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, all furnished by Lazy Boy. It's a really sweet place. And we have, joining me here, Goldie Gamari is the MPP for the riding of Carleton. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Rob. How are you?
Coming out, checking it out?
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. When I heard that it was happening in Stittsville this year, we figured, we'd come out and support. And, I think it's the first time that CHEO is having a dream home in Stittsville.
Yeah, it is.
And people don't realize Stittsville is such a rapidly growing community.
It's booming out here, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is actually really great advertisement for the community as well and for the riding.
It's incredible. I think every single person involved in the home building trades is in Stittsville right now.
Oh yeah,
the construction is it's amazing.
It's a rapidly growing area.
It's really changed a lot in my lifetime in Ottawa. You come to Stittsville for the flea market, and
well, I'm pretty sure that our Christmas parade in Stittsville rivals the one in downtown. I mean, last year there was at least 20,000 people, and I remember our parade float, we ran up candy halfway through the parade. And we felt terrible because we bought like 20 bags of, those Costco chocolates?
Yeah.
We bought like 40 bags of those and we'd run out halfway through the parade.
So Stittsville, your riding is like the entire
Stittsville.
It
yeah.
is, eh?
Yeah.
It is, okay. And what are some of the other big communities that are part of Carleton?
So
big riding, right?
It is. It is actually the largest riding in Ottawa in terms of land area. So there's Stittsville, Riverside South, Finley Creek, Manotick, the Gloucester, Leitrim area. And then we have all of Metcalfe, Kenmore, Edwards, all the way down to Vernon.
Wow. Some of the really rural parts.
Osgood Ward area. Then on this side, we've got Ashton, Richmond, Munster, and the entire Rideau Goulburn area.
Mackerel. Wow. Lots of fast-growing areas you are riding. Right?
Yeah.
So you have people get this impression that, Carleton, that's a rural riding, but
no,
it's a lot of suburban.
Absolutely,
Ottawa, right?
Absolutely. Well, half the population is suburban because when you look at Stittsville, that in and of itself is 35,000 people, and then if you put in Manotick, Riverside South, Finley Creek, you get to about half the population right there.
A lot of CHEO families, I bet.
Yes, and I definitely met with a lot of them during the campaign. They came to my campaign office along with representatives from CHEO. And we spoke a lot about challenges that they face and also all the good work that CHEO does. And so it's great, to be out here today to support CHEO and to help spread the word. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to buy myself a ticket or two before I leave as well.
Good stuff. Well, I mean, healthcare was a big part of that campaign.
Absolutely.
Hallway healthcare and
it's
a big spending, big taxing, lots of big deficits from the government, and people were wondering now, how can you spend all that money and run up those deficits and want to raise my taxes? And still I go to the emergency room, or mom goes to the emergency room and is waiting 8 and 9 hours. So big issue.
Yeah, well, I mean, and part of that is there's just not enough long-term care beds in the entire province, actually. So, you've heard the probably recent announcements from Minister Elliott about investing in new long-term care beds, and it was also part of our campaign. And so we've we're investing $90 million towards new beds on top of that. And with the federal and provincial health accord, our commitment to investing $1.9 billion in mental health care is going to be matched federally. So in the next 10 years, we're looking at $3.8 billion that's going to be invested in mental health. And, that'll provide the capacity to get those services outside of the emergency room, which in turn will then free up emergency rooms and all the hallway healthcare issues.
Very good, very good. What's Doug Ford like to work with?
He's amazing. My gosh. Every week we have caucus meetings, and every time the Premier walks in, it just puts a smile on all of our faces, and, we're all cheering and we're clapping because there's just something about him. He's got this positive energy, and, no matter what's going on, he's got a smile on his face.
Right.
He takes the time to say hello to everyone, how are you doing? And he remembers these like random details about you that you'd never think, and he always like asks and follows up, and it's such a pleasure. It's an honor to work for him.
This slogan that he has, for the people.
Yes.
Is that really more than a slogan? I mean, is that like, does he drill that into you?
Absolutely.
As an MPP?
Absolutely.
What does that mean for an MPP like Goldie Gamari?
So for me, it's a constant reminder that I'm here at the will of the people of Carleton. I'm here because they put their faith and their trust in me to be their voice. And it's a reminder that everything that I do, my primary focus is the people. And so every time I make a decision or every time I work on something, I have to ask myself, is this for the people? Yeah. And it's there. And actually, one thing he did right at the beginning when we all got elected is he gave all of us for the people desk stand. And so we all have it in our constituency offices. So if you ever walk into my office, you'll see it right there at the reception desk for the people.
I just find this amazing because, I thought the voters sent Kathleen Wynne and the Liberal Party a pretty clear message on Election Day. I mean,
they did. 7
seats, worst result since Confederation. You're not an official party anymore. They have to do their own soul searching, but there's a big story in the Globe and Mail on the weekend, and the centerpiece is Kathleen Wynne, and the whole topic of it is how difficult it is to watch Doug Ford's Ontario. It's hard to watch what he's doing to Ontario.
I saw the headline and I saw it on Twitter, and I honestly didn't even bother reading the article. The reality is, during the campaign, she was sorry, not sorry, and so now, my personal message to her is sorry, not sorry. The people of Ontario decided, and this is what they want, and no matter how hard it is for you to watch what our government is doing, think of how hard it is for the people who have been impacted by the policies that you have made. How hard was it for those people who, had their hydro bills cut off in the dead of winter, seniors, widowers, low-income families? How hard was it for them to have to deal with the consequences of her policies? So, for her to say how hard it is, I find, quite frankly, is a bit of a joke. And it's insulting to the people who've been negatively impacted by 15 years of Liberal waste and scandal and mismanagement.
Very good. Very good. So you're going to buy a ticket.
Absolutely.
CHEO Dream of a Lifetime Lottery.
Absolutely, and I encourage everyone to.
What's your favorite part of the house?
Oh, gosh. So Barb, my executive assistant and I,
isn't it?
Actually, it's really interesting. I'd have to say it's the laundry room.
The laundry room.
And the only reason I'm saying that is because it is not like a typical laundry room. You walk in, it looks like a sauna, it looks like a spa salon room, right? The laundry room is like a room in and of itself. Like, you walk in, there's like a sink, there's a whole counter, there's shelves, there's artwork in there. Like, it's fascinating. It actually makes you want to do laundry. So, if we win, my husband will have a good time doing laundry.
There you go. Okay. So you're off to Toronto now a little later, I guess?
Yeah. In a little bit, I'll be driving down to Toronto and getting back to work.
The life of an MPP, right?
Yeah, but I'm enjoying every moment of it, and I'm here to help people and here to serve, and our office is open every day, Monday to Friday, 9 to 4. So if anyone ever needs any assistance, they can either drop in. I have 3 full-time staff working. We're in Richmond, so not too far from Stittsville.
Very good.
So even though I'm in Toronto, but there are people here to help constituents with any issues they have.
Very good. Safe travels to Toronto.
Thank you so much, and thanks for having me on.
Thank
you.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye-bye. I plan on buying the winning ticket.
Goldie Gamari is the MPP for Carleton, and she's with me right here at the CHEO Dream Home in her riding in Stittsville. 10:43. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back on 580 CFRA.